Hey, my name is Uptown, and I'm glad you could join me. This is Awaiting Glory, the Devotional. Over the next 5 studies, hopefully you'll find encouragement for your present and your future as we look at Romans chapter 8, verses 18 through 25. Let's get started. Look, in the last few years, everyone on the planet has shared in suffering together in a way that you would think would have united us. But ironically, the division amongst us has never been so apparent, at least not in my lifetime. We've had unprecedented racial and political strife, while the planet has suffered crazy wildfires and natural disasters like never before seen. Gun violence and mental health disorders are on the rise. And of course, while all of this was happening, we had and still share in the experience of a global pandemic with the coronavirus. Now that's just the macro level. On a personal level, we've lost jobs, lost loved ones, we still struggle with sin and addiction, and our local churches have taken a hit on all fronts when often they're looked to provide the answers in the midst of all this chaos. Life has been hard on planet Earth and on all mankind, and we all just want to know, when will it ever get better? We're awaiting a solution, and for some of us, hopefully, we're patiently awaiting a Savior. So for the album, I wanted to identify with the pain and the heaviness that we've all felt in some way as of late, but also propose some thoughts on what waiting for the glory of our Savior looks like. For example, do we just sit at home and do nothing while the world is burning around us? Or do we all share a responsibility to get on our feet and do something until our Savior returns and makes all things new? Awaiting glory. Romans chapter 8 verses 18 through 19 and verse 22 state, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us. For the creation waits with eager longing for the revealing of the sons of God. For we know that the whole creation has been groaning together in the pains of childbirth until now." Background. The epistle, or letter, to the Romans was written by the Apostle Paul around 60 AD to lay out in detail to the Roman Christians exactly who Jesus Christ is and how to obtain salvation in Him. This letter from Paul also instructed the Romans then and us now how to live our lives with this newfound information and this new relationship with Christ in mind. Paul also sought to encourage the Roman Christians by affirming them and ensuring them that even through suffering and hardship, the children of God have a promise from God that they could absolutely believe and trust in with their lives. This promise was not only that God loved them unconditionally, but that one day Christ will make them just like Himself, with a body that doesn't break or grow old, with a home that cannot be taken from them in heaven, and that they be free from the worry of sin and destruction. So what are you and I supposed to do with this information, and how does it help us in the midst of suffering? Focus on the glory. Romans 8:18 says, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is to be revealed to us." See, I played a little basketball back in high school and even college a long time ago, and the worst part of the season was always preseason conditioning. Conditioning was nothing more than a lot of running, sweating, and hard workouts that pushed us to our physical limits in order to get the team in shape before we started playing against real opponents. Conditioning was torturous. Some people would even vomit because their body was just so pushed to the limit. So what kept us motivated to keep coming back the next day and the next day and the next day? It was the glory. The glory of not only making the team, but the glory of defeating our opponents, partly because we were in better shape than them, if nothing else. See, focusing on the glory of future victory helped us to stay motivated during the pain and agony of preseason conditioning. Reflection and prayer. Do you ever struggle to believe that God is on your side and wants the best for you? Why or why not? Pause the video if you need to while you think about this. Read Romans 8:18 and Romans 8:31 through 39. Prayer. Ask God to remind you of His love for you today and thank Him for all the ways that He brings to your mind. Until next time, peace.